with your love till I never hit me harder again. How deep is your love?
What's going on, everyone? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha, and this is going to be a conversation between friends learning about a new brand called Kismet. If you guys saw my review in Vegas with Boz, that was such a great session. And since then, Javi Ortiz has reached out to me and sent me some more samples of this product to test out for you guys and tell you a little bit more about. And I just want to start off saying how great it is to be part of a community like the hookah community with people who are so generous. Javi only had 100 gram samples and he sent it out to reviewers to try out. He sent me 25 grams of 4 flavors so I could just talk to you guys about it and spread some more awareness about this really great brand that we love. And even Boz had very little amounts of shisha, and he was willing to pack me a bowl of one of his favorite flavors and even send a little home with me to test out. So I wanted to sincerely thank you both for being my friend, sharing this tobacco with me, and sharing some knowledge that I can now share with you guys. So this tobacco, Kismet, is from Germany. It is a dark leaf blend of 4 different tobaccos. And if I'm not mistaken, it is a blend of burley tobacco, a dark air-cured tobacco, a little bit of Virginia leaf, and a little bit of Orient tobacco. If you look at the tobacco, it's very dry, it's very brittle feeling. There's a little bit of honey in there, so it is sticky. It's a lot drier than the US market tobacco that we can get, and typically in Germany, the molasses and the glycerin are sold separately from the tobacco. So this is really cool that Kismet is able to actually sell their glycerin and molasses mixed in with the tobacco. It comes in a packaging like this. It is very beautiful packaging. I mean, the packaging on this, it's elegant, yet simplistic, but it still has a wow factor to it. Both Javi and Boz really love this packaging. It's a pouch, it's more of a vertical style. I believe this might be 100-ish grams. I can't really tell how much they actually fit in this bag. They just shared the bag with me so I could show it off to you guys here today. Beautiful packaging and definitely good quality. This tobacco is known to take heat extremely well. Today I have it packed in a Tangier small bowl, way overpacked, more overpacked than I've ever packed haze. I had it about an inch above the lip of the bowl. I used 4 pieces of standard duty foil, and I'm using 3 Dashini flat coals right now, and I'm actually on my 2nd round of coals. And I want to give a shout out to a German reviewer, MK Smokers, I believe, and I think his name is Pascal. He has a very, very in-depth packing tutorial on how to pack Kismet. I have not done a packing tutorial yet. I want to fine-tune my way of packing it to get the best results, but his way is working phenomenally. So what he recommended was fluff the tobacco very, very high above the bowl, about a ½ inch to an inch above the bowl, and actually use 3 layers of foil or 2 layers of HD foil, and he used a flavor saver. I didn't have my flavor saver on me today, so I used the 4 layers. And when you place the coals on the actual bowl, let it sit for a few minutes and actually cook that top layer. And what I actually did was I then rotated it and let the next layer cook as well. And that, I mean, just from the very first hit, it was ripping, it was super smooth. The blend of tobacco, you wouldn't even know it was different tobaccos. I mean, the flavor profile was cohesive. This tobacco is smoking extremely well. The flavor that I'm actually smoking today is called Black Biscuit. And I actually smelled this in the room with Boz. And Black Biscuit, it just reminded me of a Biscoff cookie. It smelled buttery and it was spicy and you got cinnamon in there. And I was very excited to smoke this flavor. This is the flavor that I had my eye on. Thankfully, Javi sent this to me because this is the one I wanted. But it's translating a little differently. You're getting a very robust spice note with this. I mean, it's strong on the cardamom and the clove, but yet it's very well balanced. It almost tastes like one spice put together in this. The cinnamon here is a lot more mild than I expected, and I'm not really getting that cookie aspect. Javi advised me that when he smokes this product with a heat management device like a MIG razor, the flavor profile is actually very different. I'm confident that if I would have smoked this with a MIG razor, I would have gotten more of a biscuity flavor. But because the tobacco is packed so high, there's so much tobacco in there, the spice notes are very overpowering. But they're very pleasant, they're not spicy, it's a beautiful blend of spices. So my take on this flavor, they've just married a lot of different spices together in this beautiful blend that's performing extremely, extremely well. The flavor longevity on this brand is second to none. You get extremely long flavor strength out of this. You wanna go 2 rounds, 3 rounds, not a problem at all. I'm on my second round of Coles right now, and it is absolutely ripping, and it still tastes wonderful. Typically, I don't tend to do reviews towards the second round. I like to enjoy the flavor of the first round so I can describe it to you guys better. I can accurately describe the flavor on the second round, or even the third round, as it represents in the first round. And typically, even when I put coals on the second round, I tend to put 2 coals if I do a 3-coal setup and let it heat up and not shock the tobacco from when it's cooled down. This stuff, I was like, hey, let's take the chance. I put 3 full-size coals on here on the second round, and it right away just started to rip with no burning at all. And by the way, the buzz on this stuff, the first 5 minutes I was smoking this, and I was like, the room is spinning. It was such a crazy head buzz. I'm not a buzzy person, you guys know that. I'm not into that buzz, I don't chase the buzz. But the buzz on this was super clean. It's just raw from the tobacco. It's a very nice buzz, straight to the head, not in the stomach. When it hit the 15-20 minute mark, I got used to it, or the buzz died down, one of the two. And there's just a really clean smoke from then out. This brand, I know the owner's name is Michael, and I have never talked to Michael, but I know Javi has, and I think Boz has too. They said he's a super nice guy, and they really love his product. And it shows. I mean, this stuff, can you pack tobacco that high off a bowl and expect it not to burn? I mean, this thing rips. I'm gonna take a few more hits while I'm thinking of what to say next. I actually had not planned to do this video today, but the flavor was just sitting on the table and it was calling my name, and I just wanted to smoke it. So I figured I'd discuss my results at my first look of this tobacco with you guys, and you guys can see my experience. The cloud output is extremely huge. I mean, they are thick, robust, beautiful. I mean, the thickest clouds that I've seen in a long time. I'm using a Prometheus Hookah John Boho base, a Brazilian clear hose that I'm testing out. I'm gonna try and run about 100 sessions through this before I do my review so I can tell you guys how this thing actually holds up. And I mean, the tobacco is ripping. It's flavor profiles, I've noticed a lot of them have a spice background to them. Even the black flowers had a spicy note to it. The guava has a little bit of spice to it. The lemon had a little bit of spice to it, and that seems to be an underlining theme with all their flavors. They have a beautiful marriage of spices with very accurate and realistic flavors. Javi smoked the coffees, the hazelnuts. He said they are wonderful smokes. He prefers that coffee richness. I haven't had those yet, but he speaks very, very highly of them. So I look forward to actually getting more samples of this. He's trying to work out bringing some more to the US so we can do some more reviews for you guys and tell you guys some more information. But this stuff is beautiful. It's just very different from all the tobacco you can get here in the US market. It's very well done. So congratulations, Michael, the owner of Kismet. You did a fantastic job, and I look forward to being able to try some new flavors by your brand. But thank you guys very much for watching and hanging with me while I just kind of discuss what I'm thinking about this brand on the spot. But you guys have a wonderful night, and definitely try and reach out to the Kismet brand if you can. Encourage them to bring it to a US distributor so we can get our hands on this more often. You guys have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye.
How deep is your love?